The silence is appropriate. Hi, so I'm Ram. I'm a psychology student. Some psychology students I invited. So obviously that means that I'm in therapy. My therapist recently told me that I need to start cutting the negative people out of my life. Like people who call me things like a terrorist. I mean, that's quite racist, right? Apparently that splits the audience, but we'll carry on anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't talk to my dad anymore. You know, he doesn't really like the man bun and the fact that I'll never be a real doctor. So being a student, I'm always kind of in need of money, and the job market right now is not great. Like companies ask for like a ridiculous amount of prerequisites, like, you know, be underneath the age of 21 or under the age of 21 if you're less nervous. Like, you know, have 10 years of experience and like have single-handedly constructed the Eiffel Tower. And you have to ask yourself, like, who are these companies targeting? And I have an answer. Former child laborers. These benevolent big businesses are like finally giving an opportunity to these ex-child laborers to, you know, reframe their past trauma, which I would obviously know about as a psychology student, you know, to allow them to develop and thrive in the modern workplace. And speaking of the temporal nature of reality, the great Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do," which presumably would have made him a young teenage boy. Any ancient Greeks in tonight? You look really good for your age. Okay, so what's my next bit? Well, speaking of the world, as you probably haven't noticed, I'm actually half Malaysian, which means that I'm probably related to Uncle Roger in some way, shape, or form. And I want to talk to you about the policing there, actually. My family were recently talking to me about how they, you know, the government are actually clamping down on police corruption, which has been rampant there for quite some time. And, you know, they had tears in their eyes when they were talking to me. They were like, things are changing in this country. I cannot even bribe the police anymore. And this is how I found out that my family, who are like low-key criminals, are very much for defund the police in Malaysia. So yeah, speaking of former colonies of the British Empire, I'd like to tell you about the time I went to India. So one person likes India here. So yeah, obviously, you know, I wanted to go and really embark on a journey of self-discovery, get in touch with my spiritual side, and most importantly, buy some Gap Year pants. I'm lying, of course. I'm just trying to connect with you white people in the audience. Give me a cheer if you're white. When has that ever gone wrong? So the real reason I went is because my mum made me go. I was 13, and my mum thought that the holy water could cure my eczema. Never underestimate the power of a WhatsApp chain message. So yeah, cut a long story short, the the combination of the holy water, which was likely dirtier than a migrant worker camp in Qatar. I'm not the problem here, right? And a dinner which was possibly less hygienic. Gave me quite a strong bout of food poisoning. This is when I found, on this sort of journey of self-discovery, that my stomach has quite a strict immigration policy. And certainly wasn't pleased with my mouth's open border leanings. So I nicknamed my stomach Priti Patel, because one person's at least a fan of not Priti Patel. Yeah, she was quite triggered and decided to send those dirty Indian immigrants back to where they came from, Rwanda. And yeah, so to conclude, this is how I found out that, I am in fact a coconut. That's brown on the outside and white on the inside. If you're listening, Rishi, this is my application to become Home Secretary. Thank you very much. That's been my time. Have a great evening.